makes enlightenment possible? Very big question, right? So what makes enlightenment possible in one brief lifetime? That's also many ways to answer, but also might be simple to answer. And what makes enlightenment possible in one brief lifetime of these degenerate times? So we are living in a complex world of struggle, world of complexity, and the world of so-called reoccurring sufferings, namely samsara. And also apparent suffering we see in many, many levels: social, cultural, economical, environmental, and personal, you name it, right? So what is it that makes enlightenment the full, complete embodiment of what's possible, full manifestation of your potential, and also full purification, complete purification, complete unveiling, and purification of negativities that block your full liberation, full manifestation of your potentials. Many of you may not have a conviction in this brief lifetime, but then we practice. Why? We have some kind of hunch. We saw the great master and we heard about it. So there's something more than this. Anybody try? This is not some tricky questions, just Dharma questions. Of course, you can speak from highest yoga tantric point of view. You are about to embark on this practice called Vajrayogini Chotsok.
For attaining Buddhahood in one brief lifetime, the methods of, like you said, like highest yoga tantra, the recognition of this inseparable unity of bliss and emptiness, bringing that together through various practices, working with not just the mind but the body as well, working with our channels, so generation and completion stage. Essentially, that is for me like the recognition that appearance and emptiness are inseparable.
Great. So what's the best practice? For example, you said generation and completion, but right now, all the practice is available to us right now. For us, available, just here in front of us. So it's Tsok. Tsok is the best practice. We need to enjoy Tsok in order to make this happen. So we are missing quite a bit. If we miss the Tsok, then we feel like, I don't know about you, but I feel like I missed a tremendous opportunity. So that the answer, short answer is we need to enjoy Tsok. Why? So Tsok has many, many benefits, and this is not the place to list up all the innumerous benefit, but just briefly, Tsok is the best way to accumulate merit and wisdom. In order to make awakening manifest, we need two things, so-called collections or accumulation or cultivation of the positive potential. It's called sonam, called merit, and cultivation of wisdom aspect, wisdom of emptiness, both combined. Wisdom and method, and emptiness, and you can say that great compassion method. And so those two things. Those things are cultivated and accumulated together through Tsok. Especially in this Tsok, we offer our body, which we most attach to, and transform into the nectar, great ocean of nectar, not a tiny dinky offering, but we transform, we manifest. We say the duchi. Duchi is the essential nectar. We use a duchi pill, sometimes in blessing pills. Duchi, du means mala and poisons, and chi is a liquid, some kind of, so golden nectar, duchi. Overcoming this mala. What is mala? The fundamental, most stubborn, obnoxious material cause for this suffering is this ordinary perception and ordinary outlook, way of looking at. On the top of self-grasping and self-cherishing. Through Tsok practice, we overcome those malas. Fundamentally, we overcome the ordinary appearances and ordinary perceptions. That's Tsok. Also, commitment. We restore the commitment. All of you, our spiritual responsibility, I call it, rather than commitment. Yeah, spiritual responsibility for yourself and for all beings, called bodhicitta, that brought you here today. Right? To actualize that bodhicitta, we practice talk and on and on. Then also Abraham was talking about subtle body. So it's about nurturing our subtle body. In our lives, we eat, we drink, we partake many things, but kind of mindlessly we are doing. But here, talk, we really nurture our physical body first. We need to take care of physical body. Why? Because it contains the subtle body. Subtle body is a bridge between the physical body and the subtlest mind, goes with the subtlest wind. So those are the two material body and mind of the Buddha. That become a Buddha. So without that, we cannot become a Buddha. We cannot become a Buddha mind, Buddha body. So we take care of that. So talk is the best way to transform, or the best way to nurture or take care of our body, physical body, subtle body, and the subtlest wind. So now you can see how important the talk is. And my teacher never missed those twice a month. Even he was sick after operation and so forth. He always came out, talk day, those 2 days a month, so-called Dakini days. In our community, we practice, especially this Vajrayogini Chotto. This is unique to our lineage, and no other lineage have this kind of unique practice. Of course, each lineage has its special talk, but here, our lineage, we chant entirely with beautiful melody. I encourage everybody to join the group practice. Preface is a little bit long, but the point is the importance and the significance of the talk. Talk is the principal key cause, source for our attainment. Common, mundane, and super mundane, uncommon enlightenment. And restore samaya and pacify obstacles if we encountering all the problem, especially on the spiritual journey. Talk is the best way. Also, talk is the best method, main cause, I can say, for achieving Heruka and Vajrayogini Pure Land. Going to the Heruka Vajrayogini Pure Land if we don't miss talk. Talk and mantra. Of course, we get into the sadhana practice, but if we miss talk, we will miss something so important, key for the attainment of Dakini land. So please pay attention. So this is the Tsok practice, Cho practice. You are part of this Cho mastery journey. This is usually offered once a month. I decided to do the commentary to Vajrayogini Chotto practice. Usually we practice once a month, but no time to really. I don't think I ever gave a formal commentary to this. Maybe little here and there in a section by section or something like that. But I just thought that this is so important, especially now. This I was talking about in one brief lifetime, when we got this precious human life. We have an opportunity. We won the lottery this time, brief time. I don't know how many years we have here. Yeah, whatever time available, this is the opportunity for us to not only enjoy this life, but also we are talking about lifetimes. Of course, in one brief lifetime, but we have a long-term purpose of the awakening, saving all sentient beings, like moment by moment awakenings also important. And this generate difficult time. Heruka Vajrayogini practice come alive. So we are, in a sense, chosen ones. We met this practice, so we take a spiritual responsibility. This is a beautiful combination of the Cho practice, Cho defined by two things, right? Cho is separating your consciousness from your body, physical body, then resting in Mahamudra, ultimate reality. So that one. Then ultimate compassionate act of donating or offering your own body. That's the appearance part, relative reality. So those two actions, ultimate and relative. So unification of the You can say the wisdom of emptiness and appearance, great compassion, compassionate act. So that this is a Cho text in that sense. And this is a Tsok text. Tsok feast offering, we transforming our bodies into beautiful offering and make offering. Food, drink, those are actual physical material we can see. We bring at least two ingredients called bara and madana. Bara is meat and madana is alcohol. Those two ingredients we need for Tsok. The need of physical material is important because that is the physical cause for transformation. So sometimes in the West, we say, okay, I can just visualize. Of course, if nothing available, so visualizations, okay. But if you do at home, try your best to keep those material in a small jar, like a little kind of this kind of jar, meat jerky or something like that. Even you are vegetarian, you don't eat. You just a little bit, right? So try to keep that. So this is so-called samaya or commitment to material. Keep those things. In addition to those two, if you have a fresh material, fresh food, and you go to the grocery stores and do a shopping, right? Then put on the altar, then just do the puja. After that, you partake the breast offering, breast food. It's going to be very delicious and nurture your body. That way, your food is not just empty food, it's a breast food. I want you to kind of experience them. You already might have experienced before just a piece of bread, eating, just shove it, versus to bring that just even tiny bit with offer and the offer, then they do the puja, even brief way, go through ritual and then transform it and then bless it, then eat. Visualizing yourself as the deities, then nurturing the deities living in your body. Completely different experience. That way you are already doing a Tsok practice. This is powerful practice I was talking about. The main cause for attaining enlightenment, best way to accumulate merit, best way to purify your defilement. You are doing already with that piece of bread you bought. We can transform everything into Tsok. Because as a human being, we drink, we eat every time, right? That's important. I was talking about this text is a Cho text. This text is a Tsok text, Tsok feast text. And this text is a combination of all the deities we invite. So we start with 21 Tara praises. First, we invite 21 Taras, and then we ask for their protections, help, especially if something going on in the world, specific prayers we do. Also, we invite all the protectors, so-called Dharma protectors, awakened ones, and all different groups we invite. And we recite a beautiful melody. Usually we take turn in each cluster of the deities in a group, beautiful way to offer. And that way, everything is covered. Everything we do in tantric practice is covered by this practice. And the beautiful spiritual song we sing, and we dance. We enjoy, we sing and dance, although we may not necessarily stand up and doing, but in other words, we really enjoy. We celebrate our sacred dignity and sacred appearances. We don't have much time or many opportunity to celebrate who we are. Like this is the opportunity for really acknowledge who we are, true nature, because we see or view ourselves as deities. Most of us may be Heruka, Vajrayogini, and all the big companies, fellow travelers. They are also heroes and heroines, and Dhaka, Dhakinis, Vajrayoginis, and Herukas, combination of kind of male and female together. Choku needs all those beings, not just girls get together and dancing. No, we have all beings, all different kind of beings together and enjoy and celebrate twice a month on the lunar calendars and the 10th and the 25th, Dakini days. Then core of this chok is when we offer, actual offering of the chok. Intimate conversation with the deities, Vajrayogini in this case. We get to talk with Vajrayogini with the holy language. So moving if we do with these melodies. I want to experience. In this case, not me, but the Vajra master, you view as the Vajrayogini inseparable from all the Dakinis and the awakened beings. Then Vajra disciples. And one of you stand up representing, or the rest follow the Vajra disciple and ask questions and share our confirmations of who and what we are. That part is, I would say, the heart of the offering of the chok. Chok has many meanings. Tibetan word T-S-O-K, chok. Chok means collections or gathering. So it has a sense of gathering. So this is hangout. This is the best hangout with Kandora. You know that we went there with hangout. But this is the way really hang out. Really. So we have a sharing time after we enjoy eating this blessed offering and enjoying. Then we share and we talk about Dharma stuff. Really time for enjoyment. I think in Dharma practice, we need to enjoy. It's not about just torturing and try to get things done, and we need to have a more enjoyable moment. Otherwise, we don't have this great bliss, which passive emptiness we are talking about here, non-dual, which allows enlightenment possible in this brief lifetime of degenerated age. This is a key. Therefore, chok is opportunities. Therefore, chok exists. Chok twice a month under that particular moon cycle, this lunar calendars, Dakinis, Dakas get together at night. This came from the ancient Indian tradition. They live in householder's life, like us. They have a profession, job, perhaps like beer makers or selling the jewels or computer, internet technicians or whatever come together twice a month. Like us, get together this way in one place. Then celebrate and confirm our true nature and enjoy, nurture our body. Completely different way of looking at life, cutting through this ordinary perception. After that, go back to their own householder's life, back and forth. So that's the kind of way to shift the perceptions as well. So this is the Mahasiddha's life story. We are on the journey of Mahasiddha journey, life, living a householder's life, and yet beyond the householder's life. For that, we need to practice like chok. Just practicing regular Mahayana, of course, all honorable, beautiful practice. But when we are talking about this powerful practice, we need to include chok more and more. They integrate into our daily life. So every occasion becomes a chok. For that, we need to practice this way, little formal sitting, formal way. Then we can integrate. Like if you are new to this kind of might feel a lot, but maybe instead of feeling overwhelmed, feel the appreciation for meeting this kind of complete powerful practice. So hope you join again and again and enjoy, start having a kind of pleasure or enjoyment doing this. Can't wait. When I used to do talk in a group, Tibetans, can't wait. Okay, when's the talk day next? Yeah, twice a month, date or something. Date with deities. Can't miss it and I can't wait. Something like that. This is, I was talking about hang out with Kandora, but also hang out with everybody. So this is the Sangha time. I think this is a beautiful way to really hang out. Don't you think? Yeah, it's not that serious. But in terms of Chok, we do abundant. We are really encouraged. If you visit India or something like that, those poor Tibetans do their best to make it like a block of butters or milk even. They bring and so be a part of it. Try to bring to accumulate the merit because they have a so strong kind of conviction in karmic cause and effect, right? Maybe not much in the West, but yeah, we want to emulate their approach.